Music review, 1968's Valentine Suite by Colosseum. Brief history of the band. They were formed in the spring of 1968 by John Heisman, who played drums, and Dick Heckstall-Smith on saxophone and other instruments, brass instruments. Both of them have played on John Mayall's Bare Wires, which came out the year before. A childhood friend of Heisman, Dave Greenslade, was recruited on keyboards, as was Tony Reeves on bass. They knew Heisman in the teenage years. The band were based in southeast London, and then finally on audition, Jim Roach and James Litherland were added. Roach left early, but Litherland, the guitar player, remained and was on this album. They were signed by Vertigo Records in 1968, and this was their second album. Those Are About Too Young to Die was the first one, and I might review that at a later date. Let's go through it then. We're going to go through it track by track. So, to track one, The Kettle. And just a point about this first side, there really are 4 different styles of music on here, which covered the whole plethora of this band's talents. So The Kettle, some nice short solos from Litherland, with the wah-wah added to his playing. The song was written by Litherland. It's powerhouse rock band stuff, really, with scorching guitar, and about Heisman provided the pummeling drums, and some powerful bass from Reeves. To track 2, Elegy, and this skips with a jazzier rock feel. I love Litherland's vocal on here, and great sort of brushes by Heisman, and then some wicked sax playing by Heckstall-Smith. His repertoire is impressive, a distinct part of the Colosseum sound. And if you like this paced jazz rock, here it is. Fast, of course. Butty's Blues is what it says it is, a blues. It's got some nice Greenslade intro, and the wall in unison of sax sound is impressive, just before Litherland starts to sing. He isn't Chris Farlow, that's for sure, but still very appealing. The trumpet and sax is awash as the pace quickens, and that blistering solo, so characteristic of this band when Heckstall-Smith gets wind. It's massively impressive, and it's only 50 years old, let's be honest, and I love the chugging organ rhythm. The finale's breathtaking, with the horns and wailing guitar at breakneck speed, which hits the finish line. Final track on side 1 is The Machine Demands a Sacrifice. This is much more psychedelic, which was reflective of the times, really. Spacey percussion filled with sax and keyboards slightly back in the mix, and some crazy vocals from Litherland. Crazy flute from Heckstall-Smith as well joins the party as it fades slowly with chaotic African drumming, and then returns seconds later as it gets stuck in neutral. It's an extremely weird piece of music. So to the second side, and of course this is the Valentine Suite. It's an absolutely epic piece of music. Dominates the whole of the side. I'll try and break it down by theme. Theme 1, well, that's 6 minutes anyway, dominated really by Greenslade's vibraphone and organ, and Heisman driving the jazz rhythm, and there's some tasteful guitar, and then the horns just belt you in the face, and then after about 2 minutes it slows, and Smith's sax on top of the piano points to a collage of mood that is truly magical. Heisman rolls the drums to pace the song montage, and then the guitar organ mix generates that powerful bridge to enable the rhythms to start up at breakneck speed. It's mega impressive. And then the spiraling organ, and Heisman virtually destroying the drum kit as he pummels you through to the green slate onslaught and say goodbye to January's search. That leads us into theme 2, which is called February's Valentine. Again, Greenslade slows us at the beginning, and there's a choir-like harmony vocal that prepares us for the Heckstall-Smith sax entourage. Exquisitely started, and on top of the church-like, he then takes us on a sax operatic journey. I never get tired of listening to this tour de force. The finest rock sax you'll ever hear. And the pace, Heisman's drummings, is off the scale. We then move on to the rhythm returns, and the Heisman's drums burn the top of the snares. There's some spacey sounds, effects, and that completes the theme. To the third then, this is called The Grass is Greener, and the bass takes off as Greenslade retakes the lead as we saunter to the guitar part via some speedy keyboard work. Where is the guitar? Well, 4 minutes from the end, and it's filtering back in the mix, and then it slowly moves forward, and Litherland really opens his shoulders, and it's stunning, in keeping with Heisman still roaring at 120 miles an hour, as we then restore tranquility with the final sax and keyboard mix. It's a truly exceptional work, and I must admit, having listened to it again, I then dipped into YouTube and listened to the Valentine Suite side 2 again live. Their last concert in 2015 at Shepherd's Bush, and Barbara Thompson was in for the now deceased Dick Heckstall-Smith, and then of course with Clem Clemson on guitar, and some harmony vocals from Clark and Chris Farlow. And still not having enough, I had a dip into the 1995 reunion gig in Hamburg, where we have the delights of Heckstall-Smith, and after those 3 encounters with the Valentine Suite, I was about done. Absolutely exhilarating experience, and I really do recommend that you check out those 2 YouTube videos of the Valentine Suite side 2 to really get a full appreciation of the absolutely fantastic piece of music that was created way back in those 1968 vintage years. So that